together. You're highly welcome, beautiful people, and great to have you back again to today's session. 70 questions to build a better you. Transform your life one question at a time. That means today's class will be very in-depth. Today's class will be detailed, and it will be very empowering, very impactful. So get set, get ready with your questions, get ready with your comments, get ready to share, to learn. It's good to all have you here, great people. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Let's start with our mantra once again. A reminder of who we are, that we are uncommon. A mantra is just to remind us once again that we are uncommon. We are supposed to be uncommon. So we will take it together. The uncommon man. The uncommon man. So let's take it together. We read it together, good people. It serves as an encouragement and as a reminder that we should remain uncommon. We should fulfill what we came to do in this world, be the best that we're meant to be, have the best we're meant to have. And this is from the book Common Sense, written in 1776 by Thomas Paine. Common Sense. Now let's take it together. I do not choose to be a common man. It's my right to be uncommon. If I can, I seek opportunity, not security. I do not wish to be a kept citizen, humbled and dulled by having the state look after me. I want to take the calculated risk, to dream and to build, to fail and to succeed. I refuse to barter incentive for a dole. I prefer the challenges of life to the guaranteed existence, the thrill of fulfillment to the still calm of utopia. I will not trade freedom for beneficence, nor my dignity for a handout. I will never cower before any master, nor bend to any trade. It's my heritage to stand erect, proud and unafraid, to think and act for myself, to enjoy the benefits of my creations, and to face the world boldly and say, this, with God's help, I have done. Can we take this last page again? It's my heritage to stand erect, proud and unafraid, to think and act for myself, to enjoy the benefits of my creations, and to face the world boldly and say, this, with God's help, I have done. Thank you, good people. Thank you, awesome people. Let's get back to our topic today. "70 questions to build a better you." Transform your life one question at a time. Are you ready to unlock your personal growth to the next level? If you've been searching for ways to understand yourself better and unlock your true potential, this is the event you've been waiting for, good people. Today's event will be so interesting, impacting, and empowering. We'll learn so much from today's class, and I believe you're absolutely ready. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are thrilled to have you join us today for this transformative webinar. And today's session is titled 70 Questions to Build a Better You. This topic is designed to help you unlock your true potential through that power of self-reflection. Our goal in today's class is to guide you on a journey of personal discovery, where you are going to explore deep and thought-provoking questions that will inspire positive change in your life. We look at deep and inspiring thought, deep and inspiring questions, a period of self-reflection. A whole lot of times, we want to change others. We want other people to be good, other people to change, but we don't change ourselves. We are not interested in changing ourselves. Today's class is for you. Today's class is for me. I need to reflect on myself to bring out the best in me. And there's something interesting in life. Life is about laws. And there's something about truth. And that is, whether we like it or not, truth stands. Truth will not change. Even if we deny the truth, it won't change the truth of the matter. That means if you deny discovering yourself, it won't change the reality of who you are, of where you are, of why you are, or how you are. That means we're looking at 70 questions to build a better you. You're welcome once again. Let's look at our outline for today's class. We welcome you, do the welcome and introduction, where I will introduce myself a bit. We'll give an overview of today's webinar goals, on which is self-reflection, personal growth, and actionable steps. Then, number 2 is setting the stage. Why do questions matter? Why do questions matter? The power of self-reflection and asking the right questions. How does introspection lead to personal growth and transformation? Then look at a brief outline of how the session will flow. Then section 1 is understanding yourself. We are going to look at questions that explore your values, your beliefs, and your identity. We'll also look at section 2, which is enhancing your relationships. We are going to address questions focused on improving relationships with family, friends, and colleagues. Then we look at career and personal life, section 3. And we are going to handle questions that help define your career path, passions, and purpose in life. Then we'll address self-care and well-being. And we'll answer questions that helps you, questions that will help you to do what? Assess your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Then we'll also talk about creating your personal action plan, where we are going to turn answers into actionable steps for personal growth. We are going to guide you on setting smart goals based on insights gained from the questions. And we are going to look at tips for maintaining momentum and tracking progress. Good people, there'll be time for question and answers, time for closing remarks, and call to action. You're highly welcome once again. You're highly welcome once again. Now let's talk about me. I'm your host, your friend, Enobong Ekarika. Who am I? What makes me unique? And why am I qualified to take this class? I'm an accomplished coach and personal development expert with years of experience helping individuals and professionals to transform their lives through self-awareness, strategic goal settings, and actionable goal plans. I am passionate about empowering others to understand their inner strength and overcome limiting beliefs. And my practical approach to personal development makes me a sought after speaker, mentor, and coach who has impacted countless lives through my dynamic workshops and coaching programs. So it's good to have you once again, and it will be fun all the way. It will be fun all the way. Let's look at this quote by Tony Robbins. He says, the quality of your life is determined by the quality of the questions you ask yourself. Very, very true. I can tell you, if you see someone that is poor today, that person has not taken time to ask himself some questions. If you see someone that wants to go far, is determined by the quality of questions he asks himself. And Tony Robbins rightly says here, the quality of your life is determined by the quality of questions you ask yourself. Let's have an overview of today's webinar. In today's webinar, I'll guide you through 70 powerful questions designed to help you, one, reflect deeply. What do you mean by that? It will help you to gain clarity about who you are, about your values, and about what drives you. Our second goal is to help you grow personally. What do we mean by that? In today's session, you should be able to identify areas in your life that needs change and discover ways to improve on those areas. Then, another major goal for today's webinar is that we want you to take action. That means you should learn how to turn your reflections, how to turn your answers into practical, actionable steps that lead to lasting change. And by the end of these webinars, you will have the tools to begin your journey towards becoming the best version of yourself. So get comfortable. Awesome people, grab your biro, and with mine, grab your paper, and let's dive in. You're welcome. Setting the stage. Why questions matter? Why do questions matter? The power of self-reflection and asking the right questions. Why do questions matter? What's the power? How powerful is self-reflection? I can tell you one of the best ways to get the best of information, the best of directions is by asking questions. One of the tricks a true marketer can use is asking questions. When you ask questions, you'll be able to know exactly how a person's challenge is and what it is. Now, questions are very important in our daily lives. Questions are good tools for gathering information. They are catalysts for change and personal growth. That's why Tony Robbins said the quality of your life is determined by the quality of the questions you ask yourself. Now, what do you mean by the power of self-reflection and asking the right question? Asking the right question can always lead to self-reflection, a deeper understanding of yourself, and the uncovering of hidden insights. That means that self-reflection allows us to pause and evaluate our actions, thoughts, and feelings, leading to a more conscious and intentional life. Okay? Now, I can tell you of a man who was depressed, and he came out of it just by asking himself some critical questions. That means that asking yourself critical questions can bring out the best of you. How introspection leads to personal growth and transformation. It always helps you. Introspection will help you to identify your personal strength, your weakness, and areas for improvement. And it will always pave the way for setting meaningful goals and making informed decisions. It's very, very important. That means that regular self-questioning can lead to breakthroughs in personal and professional life. It will enhance your self-awareness and emotional intelligence. You're welcome once again. You're welcome. So let's get to the next slide. Okay, this is another Greek inscription. Know thyself. I can tell you a lot of people get scammed because they don't know themselves. And why did they know themselves? They never ask themselves questions. Know yourself. Know yourself is an ancient Greek inscription. Now let's look at understanding yourself, section 1. This section is all about diving deep into your values, your beliefs, and your identity. And the questions here we are going to address are designed to help you understand what truly drives you. It will help you uncover your strength and identify the areas where you need growth. Answering these questions honestly, good people, be honest with yourself. It will provide you with a clearer picture of who you are at your core. We are starting with our questions. We are ready to address our 70 questions right now. Let's start with our questions. Please, a minute, I'll be with you. We've taken a break. Welcome back from the break. Understanding yourself. These are questions I want you to take note and ask yourself. Ask yourself these questions. Number 1 is, what are my core values? And how do they shape my decisions? Because understanding your values will help you align with your actions. It will help you align your actions with what truly matters to you. Number 2, what are my greatest strengths and how am I using them in my daily life? Identifying your strengths will always allow you to leverage your strength for personal and professional success. The next question here is, what beliefs do I hold that might be limiting my potential? Now, recognizing limiting beliefs is the first step towards overcoming them. Are we getting it? Good. The next question is, what past questions, what past experiences have shaped who I am today? What past experiences? That means that when you reflect on significant life events, it can provide insights into your current mindset and behaviors. Let's look at the next slide. Number 6, what do I stand for and what causes am I passionate about? When you ask yourself that question, knowing what you stand for will help you to align your life with your passion and purpose. The next one is, what habits do I have that positively or negatively impact my life? This question will help you identify habits that support or hinder your growth. Ask yourself and put it down on paper. You'll be surprised at how far you will go. 8, how do I handle failure and what does it reveal about my character? By examining your response to failure, it can offer insights into your resilience and adaptability. Number 9 question is, what does success mean to me? And is my current path aligned with that vision? By defining your vision of success, it will help to ensure that your efforts are directed towards what truly fulfills you. Number 10 question is, what do I need to let go to become the person I want to be? I can tell you that if you take advantage of these questions, you will go places. What do I need to let go to become the person I want to be? This question encourages you to release old patterns, grudges, or fears that may be holding you back. Let's look at the next set of questions. Still on understanding yourself. The next question is, what brings me the most joy and how often do I prioritize it in my life? What brings me the most joy and how often do I prioritize it in my life? What do you mean by that? By identifying your sources of joy, it can help you incorporate more happiness and fulfillment into your daily routine. 12, how do I respond to criticism and what does that say about my self-awareness? Your reaction to feedback is very important because it gives a pointer to who you are. Your reaction to feedback can reveal how open you are to growth and learning. The next question is, who are the most influential people in my life and how do they impact my decisions? By understanding the influence of others, it helps you determine whether those influences are positive or they need re-evaluation. The next question is, what fears are holding me back from pursuing my dreams? By recognizing your fears is the first step in overcoming them and moving forward confidently. I love number 15 question. I love this question. What would I do if I knew I could not fail? What would I do if I knew I could not fail? This question will remove the barrier of fear and self-doubt, allow you to envision your most courageous self. I hope you are having value. If you are having value, please put in the chat box value. Put in the chat box value. This is another interesting quote by Aristotle. He says, Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Aristotle. That means when you know yourself, you'll be guided on personal development. What do you need to develop? How do you need to get better? How do you need to improve? What do you need to improve in yourself? That is what knowing yourself will lead you to. Now let's look at enhancing your relationships. In this section, we are going to focus on questions that are designed to help you evaluate and improve your relationships with family, with friends, with your colleagues. These questions actually aim to deepen your understanding of how you interact with others. It will help you identify areas for growth and guide you towards building healthier and more meaningful connections. So let's go to the questions, good people. Number one question is, how do I show love and appreciation to the people I care about? How do I show love and care? Understanding your expression of love can help you connect better with those around you. Number two, what communication style do I use? And how does it impact my relationships? Reflecting on how you communicate helps you identify ways to improve clarity and connection. Number three, how well do I listen when others are speaking? That's a very good question to ask yourself, because active listening is crucial for building trust and understanding in any relationship. Number four question is, do I set healthy boundaries in any relationships? And how do I reinforce them? How do I enforce them? Because boundaries are essential for maintaining respect and balance in your interactions. Number five question is, what triggers me in my relationships? And how do I typically respond? Because recognizing triggers will allow you to manage emotional reactions and respond more thoughtfully. Are we having value? Now let's go to the next slide. Question number 6 on enhancing our relationships. It says, how do I handle conflict and what could I do better? Reflecting on your conflict resolution skills can help you navigate disagreements more effectively. Number 7, am I open and honest with people close to me, or do I hide my true feelings? This question is important to ask yourself because transparency fosters deeper and more authentic connections. Question number 8, what role do I play in my closest relationships? What role do I play in my closest relationships? Are you a supporter? Am I a supporter? Am I a leader? Am I a nurturer? What role am I playing in my present or my closest relationships? Because understanding your roles will help you see how you contribute to the dynamics of the relationship. The next question is, do I express my needs and expectations clearly, or do I expect others to guess them? Do I express my needs and expectations clearly, or do I expect others to guess them? What do we mean by that? It means that your response, no. It means that being clear about your needs always prevents misunderstandings and unmet expectations. Question number 10, how do I handle criticism from loved ones or colleagues? This question is valuable because your response to criticism can influence the health and growth of your relationships. Let's go to the next slide. Enhancing your relationship. Still, let's look at question number 11. It says, what behaviors do I need to change to improve my relationships? This question, your response to this question will help you identify unhealthy habits and can guide you towards becoming a better partner, a better friend, or a better colleague. And number 12 question is, how often do I apologize and take responsibility for my mistakes? Because owning up to your actions shows maturity and strengthens bonds in relationships. Number 13 questions, do I make time for the people who matters most to me? That means prioritizing quality time is key to maintaining strong and healthy relationships. Question number 4, am I comfortable asking for help or support when I need it? Because being able to rely on others when necessary always fosters a sense of connection and mutual support. Number 15, what do I need to forgive in others to move forward in my relationships? This is because forgiveness can release tension, okay? It can always pave the way for renewed connections. Good people, these questions actually encourage self-reflection on how you relate to others. It will help you build and maintain healthier and more fulfilling relationships. Please take your time, watch these videos again, and ask, note them, ask yourself these questions, answer them, and you will go places because of the great results you're going to have. Let's go to the next slide. I love this quote by John Dewey. He says, we do not learn from experience. We learn from reflecting on experience. I love this. I love this. We do not learn from experience. We learn from reflecting on experience, by John Dewey. Very critical question. It is, you meet a lot of people having the same experience again and again. You see people falling into hands maybe of a wife beater, and when they change relationships, they are still falling into the hand of another wife beater. Why is it so? It's because they are yet to reflect on their experience. By the time they reflect on their experience, they will learn and do what? Take the right steps. Now let's go to section 3. Career and life purpose. This section, good people, will guide you through questions that help you clarify your career goals, your passions, and your life purpose. Reflecting on these questions will allow you to align your professional path with what truly motivates and fulfills you, helping you make more purposeful decisions in your career and life. Now, let's go to the questions. Career and life purpose. Number 1 questions here. What are my top 3 professional strengths and how do they align with my current role? What are my top 3 professional strengths and how do they align with my current role? Because understanding your key strengths will help you identify roles and projects, that maximize your potential. Number 2 question is, what tasks or activities make me lose track of time because I enjoy doing them so much? Recognizing what you love to do It can guide you towards a career that feels less like work and more like a passion. And it's questions like this that will help you identify that. The next is, what legacy do I want to leave through my work? Because defining your desired impact, it can help you set meaningful career goals. Number 4 question, how does my current job align with my long-term career goals and values? Because evaluating the alignment between your job and your aspirations, it will always ensure that you're on the right track. Number 5 question, what would I pursue if money were not a factor in my decisions? This is a very deep question. This question will help you tap into your true passions without financial constraints influencing your choices. Let's go to the next slide. Career, still on career and life purpose. Let's look at question number 6. What skills do I need to develop to reach the next level in my career? This because by identifying skill gaps, it will help you create a plan for professional growth and advancement. Let's look at number 7 question. What am I most proud of in my career so far? By reflecting on your achievements, it will help boost your confidence and clarifies what success looks like for you. Then number 8, what aspects of my job do I find draining or unfulfilling? Understanding what doesn't work for you can guide you towards roles that better suit your preferences. And number 9 question, how do I define success in my career and life? Your definition of success will influence your choices and help you stay true to your personal and professional growth. Number 10, I love number 10 so much. Who do I admire professionally? And what can I learn from their journey? Learning from those you look up to can provide valuable insights into achieving your own career aspirations. Let's look at the next slide, good people. Still on career and life purpose. Career and life purpose. Number 11. It says, what problem am I passionate about solving in my career? By the time you identify a problem you care about, it can give your work a deeper sense of purpose. And then number 12 question is, what is my ideal work environment? And does my current job fit this description? Recognizing your preferred work environment will always help you to seek out opportunities where you will thrive. Number 13, how do I react to setbacks or failures in my career, and what can I learn from them? This is key question because your response to setbacks will always shape your resilience and approach to future challenges. Number 14 question, what unique value do I bring to my team or organization? Knowing your unique contributions can help you position yourself effectively in your career. Excuse me. And number 15 question, what would I regret not pursuing in my career or life purpose? And what is important is identifying potential regrets. It can motivate you to take bold steps towards your dreams. Good people, these questions will help you. It will help you gain clarity about your career path and life purpose and empower you to make decisions that align with your passions and values. I hope you are having value I hope you are having value, good people. We've asked ourselves questions in relation to our personal development, questions in relation to our professional life, questions in relation to our relationships. Now let's go to the next section. This is a very interesting quote. Self-reflection is the school of wisdom. Self-reflection is the school of wisdom. This is a quote by Balthasar Gracian. Very important, very self-explanatory. Now let's look at self-care and well-being. Section 4. This section focuses on evaluating your mental, your emotional, and your physical well-being. And the questions here are designed to help you reflect on your self-care habits. It will help you identify areas that need attention and develop a plan for nurturing yourself holistically. And by the time you prioritize your well-being, it is very essential for sustaining personal growth and achieving a balanced life. Now let's address some good questions that we should ask ourselves, which is very important for our well-being. Very, very important. Question number 1, how do I feel when I wake up in the morning? Am I excited or am dreading the day? Why is this question important? It's very, very important because your morning feelings can indicate your overall mental and emotional state. There are some wonderful books I would love you to read. There's a book, Morning Miracles. Please read that book, Morning Miracles. There's another book, 5 a.m. Club. Read that book. It's massive and mind-blowing. You realize the impact of your morning. Number 2, what daily habits contribute positively to my mental and emotional health? By recognizing healthy habits, it can encourage you to maintain or expand that habit. Number 3, how often do I take time to relax and recharge? By understanding how frequently you rest, it helps you gauge whether you're prioritizing your downtime. Number 4, what activities help me relieve stress and how often do I engage in them? For some people, it can be sleep, a good sleep. It can help them relieve stress. For some people, exercise. For some people, just take a walk in nature. Just identify the activities that help you relieve stress, because identifying stress relievers allows you to incorporate them more regularly into your routine. Number 5 question is, do I get enough sleep? And how does my sleep quality affect my mood and energy levels? This is important because sleep is very crucial. It's a crucial component of overall well-being, and it directly impacts our daily performance. Let's go to the next slide. Still on self-care and well-being. Question 6 says, how balanced is my diet? And how does the food I eat make me feel? Nutrition plays a very significant role in both your physical and emotional health. Then 7, what boundaries do I set to protect my time and energy? Because setting boundaries helps to prevent burnout and protect your well-being. Number 8 question, how do I handle negative emotions such as anger, such as sadness, such as anxiety? By managing your emotions effectively, it is very key to maintaining your mental health. Number 9, am I kind to myself when I make mistakes, or do I tend to be overly critical? Good people, be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. It is not over. You are still simply the best. Self-compassion is an important part of emotional well-being. Be kind to yourself. It's not over with you, even when you make mistakes. Don't be overly critical, good people. Number 10 question is, how often do I move my body? And what type of physical activity do I enjoy? Identify the activities that you enjoy and take advantage of it, because physical movements, whether exercise or gentle activity, it always boosts your overall health. Now let's go to the next slide. What number 11? What are my biggest sources of stress and how can I manage them better? When you identify stressors, it allows you to create strategies to manage or minimize them. Then number 12, how do I regularly check in with my emotions, or do I suppress how I'm feeling? Ask yourself, good people, ask yourself. Because regular emotional check-ins, it can help you stay in tune with your needs. Number 3, number 13, who do I turn to for support when I'm struggling? Or do I reach out often enough? Please, please, please. A lot of people are having, falling into depression. People are falling into pain. Some people are dying untimely simply because they don't turn up for support. Okay? They don't reach out when need be. They don't have a support system. Having a support system is essential for navigating tough times. And then number 14, what's one thing I can do today to improve my mental or physical health? Identify that small, consistent actions that can lead to significant improvement over time. Then number 15 question says, what brings me joy and how often do I make time for it? What gives me joy and how often do I make time for it? That means by incorporating joy into your routine, it will help boost your overall well-being and life satisfaction. These questions actually encourage a deeper look into your self-care practices and your overall well-being. It helps to provide insight into areas that need nurturing and attention. I believe you are having value. Please put in the chat box value. This a quote by an anonymous. It says, the best questions are the ones that make you think. The best questions are the ones that make you think. Very true. This is very, very true. Very true, good people. Now let's look at, we've asked series of questions in different aspects of life. Let's look at how you can create your personal action plan. How do you create your personal action plan? In this section, you will learn how to turn your reflections and insights, from the previous questions we've asked ourselves, okay, into actionable steps for personal growth. By setting smart goals and by maintaining momentum, you can make lasting changes that align with your values and aspirations. Let's see how you can create your personal action plan. Now, after you've asked yourself questions, you have to take some action plans. You have to take some steps, and that is setting smart goals based on the insight gained from the questions you've asked yourself. Setting smart goals based on the insight from the questions you've asked yourself. Remember, SMART goals mean S is an acronym for specific, M measurable, A achievable, R, relevant, and T, time bound. When you set SMART goals, it helps you turn your reflections into clear and actionable plans. And let's quickly look at 10 pieces of guidance for setting effective SMART goals. Number one, be specific about what you want to achieve. What do you mean by that? Define exactly what you want to change or improve. For example, instead of saying, I want to get healthier, specify, I want to exercise for 30 minutes 5 times a week. That's interesting. Number two, make your goals measurable. That means you should set criteria to track your progress. For instance, for example, read one self-development book each month. That is specific, and you are able to track. It allows you to measure your completion easily. Number three, set achievable goals that push you but are realistic. That means you should ensure that your goals are challenging but within reach, given your current resources and time constraints. Okay? That means break larger goals into smaller, manageable steps. Ensure your goals are challenging but within reach, within reach, given your current resources. Please don't follow the Joneses. The Joneses are spending 500,000 for their child's fees. Please, if you cannot afford it, there are good schools even at 50,000 naira. Just make sure that your goals are challenging but within reach, and that they are within your current resources and time constraints. Break larger goals into smaller, manageable steps. Number four, align your goals with your values and priorities. Your goals should reflect what really matters to you. If personal growth is a priority, set goals that help you build skills or habits that align with that value. Number five, be time bound. Set boundaries, set deadlines. Setting deadlines helps to create urgency. For example, complete a new certification course by the end of the year. That sets a clear time frame. Let's go to the next slide. Number six says focus on one area at a time to avoid being overwhelmed. Focus on one area at a time to avoid being overwhelmed. Start with the most pressing area, that is identified through your reflections, and tackle one goal before moving on to another. Number seven, identify potential obstacles and plan for them. Anticipate challenges you might face and brainstorm ways to overcome them, like scheduling workouts early if your evenings are too busy. Number eight, set actionable steps for each goal. That means break your goals into clear steps, such as number one, sign up for a gym membership or research courses online. Number nine, celebrate small wins along the way. Celebrate small wins along the way. Acknowledge and reward yourself for achieving milestones, no matter how small, to stay motivated. And 10, regularly review and adjust your goals. Check in with your progress weekly or monthly and adjust your goals if needed to keep them relevant and achievable. I believe you are having value. Now let's get to the next slide. And like Lao Tzu says, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Ask yourself those questions. Take those steps and see yourself at the top. See yourself at the top. Now let's go to the next. 10 tips for maintaining momentum and tracking progress. Number one is create a daily or weekly routine. Create a daily or weekly routine. You should integrate your action steps into your daily or weekly schedule to help you build consistency. Number two, use journal or planner to track your progress. Writing down your progress helps you to stay accountable and allows you to reflect on what's working. Number three, set reminders to keep you on track. Use apps, alarms, or sticky notes to remind yourself of your goals and action steps. Number four, find an accountability partner. Share your goals with friends, family members, or coach who can help you be accountable and motivated. Number five, visualize your success regularly. Spend a few minutes each day imagining how achieving your goals will feel, which helps keep you inspired. Let's go to the next slide. Number six, adjust when things aren't working. If you're not making progress, good people, review your approach and do what? Tweak your action plan rather than giving up. Number seven, break down big tasks into smaller tasks. Tackling small manageable steps helps to prevent being overwhelmed and helps keeps you moving forward. Number eight, reflect on your progress weekly. Set aside time at the end of each week to review what you've accomplished and plan for the next week. Stay flexible and open to change. Celebrate your progress, not just the final goal. Good people, by following these steps and tips, you can create a solid plan that drives your personal goals and helps you maintain progress over time. I hope you are having value. We are going to the last but not the least section for today. The last but not the least section for today. Please hold on while I. It says, a quote by Roy T. Bennett says, "Don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind. Be led by the dreams in your heart." Don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind. Be led by the dreams in your heart. Let's look at 10 common challenges faced during self-reflection and growth and how to overcome them. We look at each challenge and we proffer solution. What is the solution to this challenge? Number one is the fear of facing uncomfortable truth. The solution is start with less intimidating questions and gradually progress to deeper topics. Remind yourself that facing discomfort is a step towards healing and growth. Number two challenge is difficulty in staying consistent with self-reflection. The solution is set aside a specific time each week dedicated to reflection, even if it's just 10 minutes. Consistency is more important than duration. Number three challenge, being overwhelmed by negative thoughts or self-criticism. The solution is focused on balanced reflection by acknowledging your strengths alongside areas for improvement. Use journaling to reframe negative thoughts and constructive feedback. Number four, setting unrealistic goals or expectations. Just like we explained earlier, use the SMART goals framework to create realistic and achievable steps. Break big goals into smaller, manageable tasks that are that are easier to accomplish. Then number five challenge is lack of clarity on what you really want. Lack of clarity on what you really want. Lack of clarity of what you really want. Explore broad questions first, such as what brings me joy? What do I dislike? and gradually narrow down to specific goals as you gain clarity. Let's go to the next slide. Challenge number 6. Comparing your progress to others. Challenge number 6. Comparing your progress to others. The solution is focus on your personal journey and remember that everyone's path is unique. Celebrate your progress rather than measuring it against others. The next one is fear or procrastination or lack of motivation. What's the solution to this? The solution is identify the root cause of procrastination. Is it fear, or is it that you're being overwhelmed, or is it lack of clarity? Set very small, immediate tasks that build momentum, like spending just 5 minutes on a goal. Number 8 challenge is fear of failure. Fear of failure. Please, I will be with you in a jiffy. Fear of failure. Now, the fear of failure or making mistakes is good. The solution is that you should reframe failure as a learning opportunity. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? And then view your setbacks as valuable insights. View your setbacks as valuable insights. Then challenge number 9 is getting stuck in analysis paralysis. A lot of people get stuck in analysis paralysis. What do you mean by that? The solution is by overanalyzing, over-researching instead of taking action. The solution is that limit the time you spend reflecting on a single issue. Set a timer if needed and do what? Commit to taking one small step based on your reflections. And number 10 challenge, struggling to see tangible progress. This is a major challenge a lot of people have. But I can tell you that these challenges are common, okay, and they are solvable. They can be solved. That means the solution is track your progress by journaling, by journaling or using what we call habit tracker. Document even the smallest wins. It will help you visually see how far you've come over time. Celebrate yourself, celebrate yourself, no matter the step. Celebrate progress. Don't just wait till the last result. Celebrate milestones and you'll be shocked at your achievement. These challenges are common on the journey of self-reflection and personal growth. And by recognizing and addressing them, you can create a more supportive environment for your development and help you maintain momentum as you work towards becoming a better version of yourself. So, good people, it's been an awesome time learning with you. I'm immensely excited at the lessons today because it's not just a reflection for you, it's a reflection for me. These questions are also for me. I ask myself this question and it's guiding and helping me through life. So I'm really grateful for your time in today's class. Thank you. Thank you, good people. Special thanks to Mrs. Enobong Ekarika. You're highly appreciated. Thank you, Reverend Chikezie Apo. You're highly appreciated. Special thanks to everyone who took out their time to join us on today's class. Wish you a very wonderful day, a blessed day, a successful life, and always remember you are simply the best. Excuse me. You are simply the best. You're simply the best. Tell yourself every day, I'm simply the best. I'm simply the best. Okay, thank you. Let's take a music break as we wrap up. Thank you, good people.